Yes, it was just a much too thin a safety
16.
shot that Mick Price played to leave these on for Ronnie.
17. $24. 25. 32. 33.
Well, that's the 5th red and the 5th black coming up. And obviously the red at the bottom of the cluster will pot.
40. 41.
Now,
48.
important now off this red to leave a nice angle on the black.
49.
Well, I think he's overdone that slightly, has he? Or can he force the cue ball into that cluster? He can.
56.
Just wondering if he can get that one into the left centre. It looks as if he can.
57.
This is amazing.
$64. 65.
Well,
72.
One more red and the frame's safe, but Ronnie's got other things on
73.
his mind, and so has everybody in the audience.
Well, listen, John, I know you've commentated on a maximum before. I have never,
80.
and I'm starting to get a bit excited here. There's a little
81.
matter of £147,000 on offer this year for a maximum break.
89.
Yes, and I think those two reds below the pink, one of them will pot in the left corner. Oh, they will now. Needs to be a bit lucky. That's okay.
96.
Great chance.
97.
4
105.
minutes for the century. Amazing.
Right, this is the key shot. Needs a good angle on this red to get on the
112.
black. He's got it just.
113.
Oh, slow down, White. Slow down, White.
$122. $125. $129.
Perfect. Yes, absolutely perfect.
134.
I don't believe this. What a break! What a fantastic maximum break that is. Ronnie O'Sullivan's delighted, the crowd's delighted, John Virgo, and I'm delighted. 5 minutes for one unbelievable maximum break. The players are over from the other side of the screen. Sensational.
So it's a bad break off then from Martina, leaving Ronnie O'Sullivan a easy first red.
Eight. 9.
Really does play exceptionally quick when he gets down to the black area. Just a little awkward this time though.
$16. 17. 24. 25.
'Just asking for the black to be cleaned there. Really does look a different player
32.
on this side of the table. Looks totally focused. Seems to lose a bit of
33.
interest sometimes if the game gets scrappy and he's down the bar colours.
Certainly breathtaking when he's in this mood.
41.
Now the white into the pack.
$48.
Didn't expect the distance between the cue ball and the next red, but still pot on.
Yes, they're loving it. And I was going to say he's left himself awkward for that red, but he really does make those shots look so easy.
$56. 57. 64. 65.
Touch a side spin then, just to help the object ball in the pocket. Couldn't quite see it. It really does make
72.
things happen in this form.
73. 80.
We've already had from him the tournament highest,
81.
144. Do we have a second century in 3 frames?
$88. 89. 96.
And the frame just 5 minutes old.
$97.
Spectacular
105.
and seemingly so simple.
Needs the angle then to stay on the black here.
113.
So the maximum break is definitely on now.
$120. 122.
It took him 5 minutes and 20 seconds at the Crucible in the World Championships.
125. 129.
Glorious stuff from Ronnie O'Sullivan.
134. 140.
Yes!
He's certainly not rushing into anything here this evening, Ronnie O'Sullivan. I think he'll take this pot on to the left corner, but he's giving himself plenty of time. So he certainly seems to have got himself in the right frame of mind for this encounter.
Eight. Nine. 60.
Pretty good opportunity now for Ronnie O'Sullivan. It's looking good.
$24. 25. 32. 33. 40.
5 reds, 5 blacks.
41.
And this is the sort of position from which maximums are made.
48. 49.
This is starting to get a
56.
little bit exciting.
57.
'I had the great pleasure of commentating the Embassy World Championship a couple of seasons
64.
ago when Ronnie made that maximum break in 5 minutes 20 seconds. Something that I don't think will ever be equalled. But he's on his way here and he'll be thinking motor car. It's a very nice vector for a maximum.
Plus £5,000, the highest break prize.
65.
'Straight on the black, which reduces his positional options.
It's a little bit tricky, that one. But those 4 reds are just a wee bit awkwardly placed.
'73. 80. 81.
'Well, that was a nice little nudge. Can he get the one into the
88.
centre pocket past the pink? Yes, I think it'll go.
89.
Wow, this is quite amazing.
96. 97.
Looking a strong favourite for a maximum now. Superb planning and positional play has gone into this break.
$112.
A little smile from Ronnie there. As long as he doesn't leave himself straight. A little smile from the audience too. Oh, there's a lot of them there who will never have seen a maximum live. He could have done with coming back a little
130.
bit further. He's still got a bit of angle, but where's that white ball going?
125.
What a genius.
134.
Wonderful! Ronnie O'Sullivan's 147 maximum wins him the Vauxhall Vectra, £5,000, and gives him a 2-0 lead.
I just worry a little bit about this stage of the match with somebody like Quinton Hand, because quite clearly he is in very good form. He won his first match 5-0, and in this match so far he's only 2 or 3 shots away from leading in the match. I'm not saying he could be 3-0, but he certainly could be 2-1 in front. And you know, I'm just a bit worried in case he throws the towel in, and that safety shot there was played very lackadaisical, and in his facial demeanour has changed since the first frame. You know, you can't bully somebody like O'Sullivan,
One.
and you've got to make sure you don't get bullied when you play him.
Well, it's not very often these days that someone from England beats
8.
someone from Australia at any kind of sport, so I suppose we should be grateful.
Yep.
Plenty of pom bashing goes on in the sporting fields around the world these days. I'll have a bit of Aussie bashing.
Nine.
Played to get the full ball cannon on the red. Only kissed the red half ball, so end of break. Played the full ball cannon, you see, got it half ball. Surely he's not planning to get this in. Oh, the cheeky little devil. That is unbelievable. How many players in the world, knowing
16.
he was going to leave a red on, would have took that red on?
17.
More to the point, Anthony would have potted it.
And another very aggressive shot there. His
24.
pot success rate is up to 96%. A good standard is 90. And we noticed there that Quinton Hand's success rate is 88%, and he could go 4-0 behind in 5 minutes' time.
That's another illuminating stat as well. Average score per visit, almost 40 for O'Sullivan. That's good at billiards, let alone snooker.
33.
Now, will he play the arcing screw shot here into the pack? He wants to miss the cannon on the first red, and he needs to arc them into the pack. He doesn't want to hit the first red above the black. Now watch the cue ball here. Now he's caught the first red. He's still okay though. He played to arc it. You saw the cue ball bend then. He wanted to, now watch the cue ball, he wanted it to bend. See how it's bended late? He wanted it to bend round the first 2 reds, and that would have opened all the pack. As it is though, it's still pretty good.
41.
I know it's early doors, but that is all reds and blacks.
48. 49.
There's the magic figure at the bottom of your screens.
56.
He's done it once before here on
57.
Sky Sports at last year's Regal Welsh Open. That was a magnificent effort. I just wonder whether we're going to see a repeat. He's made 3 in total, all on
64.
television, Willie. He's not frightened of it.
He's going to have to play the more difficult red here, the red that's available at the bottom of the pack. He would be kissing the pack too thick. Yes, he wants to go for the 147. He'd have had to play for blue or bought colour off that red. So this time he needs the angle. He'd rather finish slightly low on this bottom red than high. He doesn't want to go into the pack off the red. Now that's a better shot.
72.
The frame after this red will be safe. And now we can sit, watch and hope.
$80. 81.
Well, certainly a cannon going to have to be played here. He'd love to kiss the two reds on the pink spot. Whether he can play that or not. Yes, that's perfect. What a shot.
88. 89.
It's time for the palms to start sweating again. Can we see history? Remember, Stephen Maguire made a 147 in the pre-TV stages of this tournament. There's never been two 147s in the same world ranking event, Willie. Will this be the first occasion that magic achievement has been arrived at? Well, there's the century. The crowd expectant, and so are we.
I just cannot believe how easy he makes this game look sometimes. 147s are almost an impossibility. These guys these days make them look
112.
so very easy.
113.
So this is the stage now where he only has to be careful here. Quite obviously the only problem appears to be brown to blue.
122.
He'll play to get onto the blue into the black pocket. So this is now the key shot.
125.
This is the key shot. He won't play the cannon. He'll just leave the long blue into the black pocket. Doesn't want to be straight on it though. He wants to be slightly off straight.
129.
He's come too far. This is missable. Get in. It's there.
2 pots away from £5,000, the keys to a Vauxhall Vectra.
This is magnificent. Absolutely wonderful. One of the best 147s I have ever seen.
Pure magic.
We got a shot in this frame. Obviously, he messed up somewhere along the line.
Well, the first two frames, I drew had the chance in the first frame and didn't, score enough from it, and then I got in and had a 70 odd. But this frame, yeah, I'm getting all confused here. And he left me a red here, and this one on the left-hand side of the table.
He's speculating on going around the back for a shot to nothing.
I know, but when you 2-0 down, you tighten up a little bit, I suppose, don't you, in the best of 9, and he's left me, a reasonable chance here.
So that was a nice shot, because of course you can roll this red in, and there's no other red you can actually leave up there, can you? Wasn't a bad attempt there by Drew Henry. It was only a fraction off. So this was nice, a bit short of pace, but I mean,
a little bit, yeah. Well, it worked out perfect really, because I was trying to cannon the two reds there on the right hand side, just up there that are together. I was trying to get through that gap and maybe make a connection with them to open them up, knowing that I'd be unlucky not to be on one, really.
So this came very nicely, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, really
split those two reds apart. I mean, if you're looking from a point of view of making a 147 break, you don't want balls touching each other.
Not at all, no.
You've straight away opened up two more reds there.
Frame winning opportunities, we'll either say.
Well, what he did at this stage. Actually, John Virgo, very early on in this frame, I think after 2 or 3 reds,
yeah, I mean,
said that you looked on blob and you were going to go from strength to strength.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the balls are perfect, they're perfect around the black and that, but I mean, I wasn't thinking of a maxi here.
Well, they're not perfect in some ways. I mean, most of them are still tight, aren't they? But having said that, in a couple of shots we're going to see that the key ball, the key black, you screw it back here. These can always go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't get into them, you're on the cushion, and then you've got hard red in the middle. But
now, so in your mind, you're trying to get the other side of the black to leave yourself this screw back into the pack.
Into the pack.
And then bring back that red.
Yeah,
drag back that red over the pocket.
Bad pack, isn't it, really? But
into the pack.
Yeah.
And push this red that's loose into a position, hopefully. But it didn't really go right, did it?
Not really, no. I mean,
you're thinking now, oh no, it's a mess now.
Now I'm thinking, should I just play to win the frame, which obviously you should do.
You had a chance with red into the middle for the blue,
which was easier.
Yeah.
This one was into a blind pocket and a little bit cannon in, near that other red.
Looked a lot easier on the television screens in this position than it actually was.
But I thought, they were split lovely, so I thought I've got to go for it here.
You must have thought 147 now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. From earlier?
No, obviously the balls were nice earlier, but once I'd gone in the pack and I had that red, I thought, right, from now on this is just maxi,
But this was the greatest shot. This was not the greatest shot. That was very missable, queuing over the top of that.
I had to make an angle a little bit.
And you forced enough of an angle to get back up the right side of the red.
Now it's just about, just trying to keep your composure and not get too fast and make a silly mistake, because, that one rattled a bit. I thought I'd missed that. I thought, oh, here we go. But,
do you think making a 147 break before helped to make this one easier? Was you less nervous on this one?
Not really. No, I think you get nervous. Yeah. Even in practice, you want to make them 147s, but in front of a packed crowd and the TV cameras are there, it's always nice to do it for the people,
Just before you came up to our studio. It was timed at 6 minutes 36, I think.
Was it?
Which is, you're slacking, aren't you, really?
I thought I'd slowed down a little bit. That's still quite a good time, though.
But it is quite a good time. It took me that long to break off one.
No, but they were perfect here, and
they were lovely.
There's only one cushion on the right hand, on the right hand cushion there. You see it?
Yeah.
Which is a little bit close, and I thought, if I can get that one out of the way early, because you don't want to be having to play on that one red. But I played for two. The one in the middle and one along the cushion. As soon as I got the one on the cushion, quite nice. I thought that one's got to be played.
But obviously, as there's less reds on the table, your options of red start to decrease.
Exactly. Yeah.
So therefore, that's when a lot of players do come unstuck at the end of a 147 clearance, or even a total clearance.
Definitely.
Because you've now got to get exactly the right side and choose which red you're going to get the right side of for the black. You can't just have 2 or 3 options.
Nah. This is the one where I play for the red on the side cushion.
Always leaving yourself angles on the black. Always leaving yourself off straight.
Well, if you leave yourself straight, you can only go, one way, and that's backwards. And in this position, you need angles just to make it more simple, especially under the pressure. But I was really feeling it here. I thought this one into a blind pocket was missable if you don't hit it right.
A little bit of a problem with 2 or 3 reds around the pink that had to be taken in the right order.
Yeah. But I played this one okay.
Screw back for that red, the other side of the pink, which then cleared the other red.
Yeah.
We see you decide not to go for that red to the left-hand side of the pink.
That's right.
Screw back for this one here, and then that frees up the next red.
You got it.
So, I suppose for the amateur player, you could practice things like that, put reds blocking each other, and then you could go around and practice clearing the paths for other balls if you're a proficient player. Now, this had to be struck right side of the reds again.
Well, I could have stunned up, but I thought I definitely don't want to leave it short, because then it's like history. So I thought if I go around the back of that red,
you left yourself on all 3 reds there.
I've got 2, yeah, exactly.
All 3 reds were potable.
97.
Now, which one do you choose here?
Well, I play for 2 reds again. I've just played to go up between them, and if I get on the one on the right-hand side, well, I was going to take that one. But I thought, that was good.
That was for the 100, and you always know there's going to be a clap on the 100.
Exactly.
And you think, don't clap, because there's more important things going on.
Yeah.
Don't clap the 100. This is
playing shots like that, I'm thinking, just don't
105.
kick. Whatever you do, don't kick.
Because the balls were kicking last night with me and Stephen. They kicked a lot today as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chalk sticking to the ball.
Well, this one was just, I knew I'd play the red in the middle, and I've not really come perfect on this because I'm going away from the black, so I've had to play it with a bit of right-hand side.
You left yourself a bit further away than you wanted.
Yeah.
But having said that, as long as you got the black, you were
on the yellow.
Perfect for the yellow.
13.
Yeah.
And then now we're getting to the part where it's just a doddle now, isn't it? I mean, this is just a formality.
I wished.
Right now, all of a sudden, they're cheering. They know they've got a chance here.
Yeah.
You've just got to pop the colours. What's going on now?
Get the crowd, I love it.
Overscrewed it.
I think that's so well. I mean,
122.
This shot, I mean, I'm playing all right with the rest net at the moment, but at the start of the season I could not pot a ball with the rest. But at the moment I feel like I'm going to pot, most balls will go with the rest.
You've got a marvellous pace of it. I mean, if you're shaking like a leaf, if you were, to hit the ball with that pace was perfect. It was superb.
This was good as well.
Because you struck that well.
And then I was thinking, pink's not on its spot. You know, if it was on the spot, it's a lot easier. But because it was there, I thought, shall I play for it in the middle? And I haven't really played anything, to be honest with you. I just sort of hit it, and then not hitting it, thinking that the adrenaline will sort of like didn't want to hit it too hard. Do you know what I mean?
Little shake of the head there, but you knew this was going around the back of the black. As long as you just judged this right.
I thought just go in. Now this is where I shoot you can.
£140,000 coming up.
Yeah.
Well done, brilliant.
Yes, you looked a bit stunned, Ronnie. But
yeah, I mean, it's nice to have 147, but I didn't want to start running around like a lunatic because I don't like that. You know what I mean?
And again, the aggressive break from Ronnie. He's got the cue ball absolutely perfect, but that red's come down. It's not quite as easy to get up and down for the blue from this. Had to play it with a lot more pace because it was a thicker contact. Now, Ronnie O'Sullivan hasn't scored very heavily since the mid-session break.
One.
A little too far, so he's probably going to have to use the pack to hold the cue ball. That could be to his advantage.
Eight. Nine. 16. 17. 24. 25.
Now he's got them where he wants them. He's normally devastating when the reds are like this and he's in around the black. This is livened things up somewhat.
33.
That is 5 reds.
40.
That is 5 blacks.
$41.
And that's all I'm going to say, Ray.
$48. 49. 56. 57.
You can be sure that this Crucible audience will be well aware of what's afoot here.
64. 65.
Hasn't even been going 2 minutes.
72.
They're well aware of what's happening.
73.
fact, it's just coming up to 3.5 minutes now.
80.
Surely
81.
he can't do it again.
Well, you know why those bookmakers are a bit reluctant when it's to offer more than 6 to 4 when this young man's about here.
89.
The tricky one is going to be the one that's
96.
next to the blue. Is he going to get it out of the way now? He sure is. Brilliant.
97.
I don't believe this.
104. 105.
Needs to get up towards the pink with the white here, so as he can get back on the black again. But the perfection.
112. 113.
He's already had 5 competitive maximums. They know what is likely, and so does John Higgins, and he's not going to get out of his chair till this is over now.
122.
He's in a battle on the other table, but they're waiting.
Settle down, please.
He's left it a little bit short. He wanted to screw back just a touch more.
125.
This is the one.
Well,
129.
he's just gone a shade too far. Perfect.
134.
It's still not straightforward. Keep coming. It's going to be a tricky black. Oh, it's going to be tricky.
£169,000 on this pot.
Wonderful, wonderful display by Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's looked out of sorts. They've all come across to congratulate him. They're two of his fans. How wonderful was that, Dennis?
That is absolutely incredible once again. I was in the box when he did it in 97 in 5 minutes and 20 seconds. That is truly incredible.
And he'd looked a little bit out of sorts.
Bad break-off shot there from Ali Carter coming into the blue. That gave Ronnie an immediate chance at a red, and what a shot that is to get over for the black.
Yes, 3 centuries already for Ronnie out of the first 4 frames of this match. A remarkable performance. He was lucky in some ways to eventually overcome Tom Ford from 4-2 behind. That's the second time that he's found himself 2 behind with only 3 to play against Tom Ford. It happened as Ronnie splits the reds. It happened, of course, in the round robins up in Aberdeen, and he eventually beat Tom, and he did it again to him yesterday, but it was a far from convincing performance, it has to be said, from Ronnie.
Well, this is a totally different Ronnie O'Sullivan today. He's put that one to bed and decided to come out the way we know that he is.
No.
When he plays at the top of his game, there's no one better.
Well, certainly he's blitzed Ali so far. Of course, he's never lost a match to Ali. They've met 6 times previously, and all 6 matches have gone to Ronnie.
17. $24. 25.
Ronnie electing to play on the red.
32.
To the middle.
33.
Oh, great shot. We need some angle on this black. I think he's got some. He's coming directly back off the side cushion here. And again, perfectly played.
Lots of cue power there.
40.
He's got a wonderful touch, hasn't he?
Oh, when he's on the song, Mike, as you say, there's nobody finer to watch. Switching to left-handed. It doesn't often make much of a difference. Although he is stretching here, even left-handed, it's still a stretch.
Just wonder if you might play on the single red or attempt to nudge them here. Suggested to go into them. Got a good angle. Oh, great shot. Got away from them slightly, but he's okay. Still got this red to the left corner. And also a couple to the right corner, but the left one is favourite. Just thinking, Mike. The unwritten rule.
Well, I think we've reached the stage. Let's just watch, see if he gets this red. There you go, and look through the gap. He's on the black, and if he gets this black, that's 7 reds and 7 blacks. Well, this would be extraordinary. 3 centuries already. We're not really thinking in terms of 147 here, are we? I bet he is, you know.
Well, I think if he makes a century, I think there's only 4 players in existence that have made 4 centuries in 5 frames in the best of 9 match.
57.
Just a little bit short with that one. I mean, he's already had 3 already, as we mentioned. This would be incredible. 4 frames won, 4 centuries.
Yes, the last man to do it was Sean Murphy.
With a possible maximum.
Well, that hasn't been done. Most definitely not. But with this fella, anything is possible, Mike. You just never know.
He was a couple of balls away from going out of the tournament last evening. Tom Ford missed that blue to the middle.
72.
What a difference a day makes. Well, this is on. He knows the frame is won. He knows he's going to be 4-1 the lead. He'll be now thinking about the maximum.
And equaling the record of 4 centuries in a best of 9.
Well, Fergal O'Brien. Oh, hang on. Oh, he hasn't played that very well. I was about to say Fergal O'Brien at the top of the list with that 142. £2,000 for the high break, £20,000 bonus for the maximum. He's still got the red to the middle though. Back for the black. Well played. It's still on. We'll be definitely thinking about it now. Went for the cannon and he's played it well.
He's second in the all-time list of maximum makers in official tournaments, that is. Stephen Hendry has had 8. Ronnie is second in the list with 6. Although he did have one, actually, in the summer in the Kilkenny Masters, but that was not ratified as an official 147. The table was a local table, as opposed to the match tables that they use for the ranking tournaments, and so that doesn't count. But this is becoming increasingly likely now. Blue in a slightly awkward position, not on its spot, down in the baulk area.
Well, this is awesome. You know,
Isn't that incredible? 4 centuries in 5 frames we've seen in this match. Unbelievable stuff. And they've all come from this fella. This is a totally different Ronnie O'Sullivan from the Ronnie O'Sullivan we saw just yesterday against Tom Ford. Although he won, he was very shaky at times, nearly lost his self-control in the 7th frame when he was 4-2 behind.
112.
But this is just absolutely awesome stuff from Ronnie.
113.
And he's got an angle to come off the top cushion and down for the yellow. "15 reds, 15 blacks, 6 colours to go."
Oh, he's perfectly on the yellow as well. Well, he plays this left-handed. He has a bit of pressure on. Left-handed. Doesn't care, does he? Unbelievable.
122.
It's okay. Just a little bit short on the green. We'll have to come off the side cushion for the brown. This has been immaculate.
Oh, there's a £20,000 bonus. Oh, look, he's going all the way to the cushion.
Well, it's absolutely flown off that
I was just
cushion,
going to say, Mike, £20,000 the bonus for a 147 on top of the 2,000 high break price. What a shot he's got here, though.
This is a toughie. This is a toughie.
Oh.
What can you say?
We all held our breath for him there.
Well, it was unfortunate that the white flew off the cushion like it did from the green, but what a shot that is to recover.
134.
Well, it deserves the £20,000 for that shot alone.
This is unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. 4 centuries, including a maximum.
Well, just the black to confirm that 147. Fergal O'Brien will be not best pleased. He had a hand on the £2,000 high break, but this shot for £22,000, and there it is! A 147 from Ronnie, the 7th official maximum of his career. 4 centuries, including a maximum, in the first 5 frames of this match. That is a new record, in as much as he's the only one to have had 4 centuries in a best of 9, including a maximum.
Ronnie will have to trust to luck here for position. He may just go all out and hit it thin and just career into all the other reds here. And just to look for position, and it could have worked out better than that. Okay, there may be a chance of this black to the right middle, but boy, it's tricky. Particularly in a deciding frame. Nothing comes that easy. To play it at that pace, and he just caught the near jaw, but just enough to take it in.
Nine.
If he's got the right angle on this black, he can pop the black and maybe nudge the red just, well, it looks okay. Nudge the red to the left of the black into a pottable position. Played it with pace, knew that he'd always have the red to the middle. And being on this red to the left corner is a bonus.
16. 17. 24. 25.
'Decided to play for this tricky red along the top cushion.
32. 33.
packed arena here at Telford. The crowds have been very good all week.
Played the cannon and it's worked out in perfect.
40.
That's 5 reds and 5 blacks.
41.
Let's get the financials out of the way. £25,000 for a maximum. £5,000 for the highest break.
$49. $56. $57.
Well, Selby not expecting to get another shot in this match.
Yes, it was just the break-off shot. He was tempted into... Well, he didn't have any other
64.
shot but the long red. He missed it. It didn't run safe, and this is the result.
65.
And after this black, one more red, and that will be the end of Mark Selby's challenge. But he certainly proved here this week that that runners-up spot,
72.
the Crucible, last May, was no fluke. But what can you do sometimes against the genius of Ronnie O'Sullivan? Still a chance at the maximum. Unbelievable.
80. 81.
If O'Sullivan can complete the maximum, he would equal Stephen Hendry's record of 8 in competition.
88. 89.
Until this frame, this hadn't been one of O'Sullivan's greatest
96.
performances.
97.
Though certainly one of his grittiest. Is he going to finish with a touch of greatness?
To keep this break going.
105.
And if anyone ever has any doubts, his lays to rest. If you don't think this man's got the heart for the battle, he's proved it today. He's had to dig in at times, and now this would be the icing on the cake.
112. 130. 122.
O'Sullivan trail 3-0, 4-1, 6-3 and 7-5.
125. 129.
He's finishing like the virtuoso he is.
134. 140.
Ronnie O'Sullivan beats Mark Selby by 9 frames to 8, making his 8th 147 maximum in competition in the deciding frame.
Well, didn't start in the most promising of fashions for O'Sullivan.
No, worth mentioning he had a heavy kick on it. I don't think it would have made a difference to the potting angle though or not.
Mark Williams at this stage must have still felt that he was in with a chance, although O'Sullivan had gradually been compiling the breaks.
Yeah, Ronnie won 3 frames in a row from 9-7 to 12-7 and played near flawless snooker. So I'm not quite sure how confident Mark was feeling right now.
Nice tidy up from O'Sullivan.
Safety shot from Mark Williams. Has left a long straight red on here for O'Sullivan. That's the one. But it requires majestic cueing, which of course we all know O'Sullivan has.
Beauty.
Only 12-7 up, you'll take these blacks on. Guaranteed to cannon the reds and almost certain to be on his next one. And when the reds were already open like this, and there isn't anything on a cushion rail, and they're all down this end of the table, you certainly think that if you can control that cue ball to the best of your ability, there will be a chance of a 147. O'Sullivan had a couple of goes.
9.
The maximum in his previous match.
Well, he's had that about him this whole week, hasn't he, really? As soon as he's been amongst them, he has attempted to make it the big one.
Yeah, it gives him a real buzz to do something like that. Has the audience enraptured.
16.
It's a real adrenaline rush.
Excellent around the table as ever, but just taking a bit of pace out of his game these days.
Yeah, the big difference in Ronnie over the last decade or so is he works on the table a lot more now, studying the table position for selecting his shot and getting down and playing it, whereas in the mid-90s
24.
he used to just see the first shot and get down and play it. The rhythm's the same.
25.
It used to be. It's
just a little bit slower. It's the same cue action, nothing's changed. It's just a little bit slower than it used to be. A little bit more deliberate. But it's still beautiful to watch.
Getting some rhythm now to this break.
32.
8 maximums in his career.
33.
So far. Well over 500 century breaks as well. He's going to get closer to Stephen Hendry's lead on that front.
Yes, of course, he made one in the UK, didn't he, in the deciding frame against Mark Selby. Maximum in the deciding frame.
41.
Becoming a habit. Looking good here.
Just happy normally if you can manage to scramble a couple of 30 odds in the deciding frame to win. Let alone a 147. Took a chance there, Ronnie. Didn't need to play the cannon.
48.
But he knew that somewhere down the line he had to open a few of these reds up. They're a little bit bunched together. Thought he'd be on the red to the left corner. Almost looks like it's on nothing, but the one to the right centre is on, and he can get back for the black.
Not much pocket left for him, but he does it beautifully. That is so good from O'Sullivan. Crowd are buzzing now.
Yeah, 7 ahead, even if Ronnie
56
loses position badly. He'll still try and get on that black because the reds are perfect. It's strange though, every maximum you see, nearly always the pink is off its spot. All the other colours are normally on the spots, obviously the black is, but the pink is nearly always off its spot by a foot or so. I don't know why that is. Probably the cannons that you play to develop the reds cause that to happen. Could have gone wrong for Ronnie. Had awkward bridging over a red, but it finished between them. Just having a look at those 2 reds below the pink. He knows the bottom one, the third one pots, no problem. He's on it now.
72.
I think the one just above that is also potable in the left-hand black pocket, but it's the one that's right by the pink. Does that pot anywhere? If it doesn't, it'll be the one remaining cannon that one will look to play somewhere down the line.
73.
Williams knows the match is over now. That was the red that made it safe for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Mark will just be wondering if the great man can finish the task. Logical maximum.
81.
He's had one at the World Championships, and it's a record as well, fastest ever 147 at 5 minutes 20 seconds. This won't be anywhere near that. Still pretty quick. I don't think anyone makes him quicker than Ronnie. He's starting to smile now.
89.
It's almost like he knows he's going to do it, which is just unbelievable.
That's the entertainer in him, isn't it? It's shining through here. He loves it. The adoring public following his every move, and he's going to just keep them on the edge of their seats here.
I think he did an exhibition last year in Huddersfield somewhere and made 2 maximums in 3 frames.
96.
It's just amazing. He's some player.
Easy shot. I guarantee an ideal angle on the black. Had to move that cue ball some 6 feet or so, but he's okay.
Well, what do you reckon?
Well, 2 things. Did the red already pot in that right corner anyway?
104.
And was he playing for this one in the left corner? It's a difficult one to call.
Either way, it worked out perfectly.
I'll ask him one day when I see him. I'll ask him if he played that, Karen.
And he'll remember it.
Played for the red in the right centre.
Little murmur from the crowd there. Go on, Ronnie, says somebody.
Yeah, you don't want that off him. Although he's so keyed up, so focused, he probably wouldn't have heard anything at this stage.
Well, I still remember Cliff Thorburn's 147. First televised here at the World Championships many years ago now. Ended up on his knees on the floor when he sunk that final black. I'm not sure we'll see that sort of reaction from O'Sullivan. He does it so many times.
Just see his rhythm speeding up a little bit. That's the adrenaline flowing.
129.
There's the man he's beaten in the background, Mark Williams. 3 more balls to pot for another maximum number 9 for O'Sullivan in his career.
134.
Unbelievable. Just listen to this audience erupt if you can knock this black in.
The roof's about to come off the Crucible. The rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan has done it again. It's another maximum break, and it was beautifully done. It was never in doubt, and it's almost...
Because look at the way the balls are situated. Well, this match could be over quite quickly. But that's the... Is it the beauty when watching Ronnie O'Sullivan? You just never know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, and I think just looking at the end of that last frame, it looks as though Ronnie's only going to be happy when he's in.
Yeah, you find out what a max pays. 8.
He's asking him what the price for the maximum break is here.
Is that what he's asked the referee?
He wants to wait for it as well.
Not quite sure if that's what he said. He's waiting for something though.
Put your earpiece in. Could you find out, Doug?
You were right, John. He was trying to find out what the price for the 147 break is. It's bizarre.
Only Ronnie.
Play stopped because the player wants to know what the price for a maximum is.
Yeah. Well, I've seen some things at the game of snooker, but I've never seen anything quite like this.
Well, we're still waiting to find out, but I don't think it pays anything, so... No, I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, I know there's £4,000 for the highest break.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether the pound a point or £1,000 a point that the give at the World Championship is on.
Well, we'll try and find out for him when he gets down to the last black, and then...
Yeah.
16. 17.
Yeah, I bet a referee's never been asked that question before, John.
24. 25.
I once was playing in the UK and I asked the referee what the highest break in the tournament was, and funny enough it was Les Dodd, the player from Southport, said it was 120 odd. So instead of playing for the black, I played for the pink
32.
or something, and it turned out that he'd got the wrong high break. Thanks, Les. It was 25 years ago. I've forgiven him.
33.
That's £7.50 for the high break prize, John. Now then, is there one available into the middle pocket?
40.
Might just be. That's 5 reds, 5 blacks. He has made 9 maximum breaks. Ronnie.
41.
So we can confirm that there isn't a special prize for the 147 in this tournament. There's £4,000 for the highest break, but nothing for a 147. I hope he doesn't miss this now.
It's just a high break price, Ronnie.
Referee just telling Ronnie there, confirming that it's
48.
just a high break price. So he'll be absolutely gutted.
He pulled his face,
49.
didn't he? I mean, we're playing a frame of snooker here, and he's more interested in what the prize money is. Oh, to be that relaxed, Dennis.
Choke.
Is he still okay? I think he is.
56. $57. $64. 65.
I'm not quite sure, John, but I think Stephen Hendry's made 9 maximum breaks as well, so that's something to go at to try and overtake the great Stephen Hendry's record.
Yeah, as I say, we've got
72.
Well, it looks like Mark King's visit to Scotland is going to be short-lived, because it's
73.
Now the situation after this black is in where he'll need a couple of snookers, so we could say Ronnie's doing this maximum for free.
80.
That's quite amazing,
81.
isn't it? After seeing what happened in the previous frame, and now we're watching what has to be said, a genius at work again. Now, has he run too far this time?
88.
Yeah.
It's easy, ready in the middle, this one, Dennis. Not expecting to miss this.
89.
Well, if you look around the crowd, there's smiles everywhere. They just love watching this fella perform on the snooker table.
96.
Once again, he's got a tough red. And in it goes.
97.
But what a shot he's got to play here. He's got to go all the way around the angles to drop on those 2 reds. What a shot this. If he pulls this off and gets position, it'll bring the house down. He's got to avoid the green, the brown, and get back up behind those 2 reds.
Yeah, I think the path is between the green and brown, so he's got to really get into this and get close to that corner pocket. It's all about pace. He's got the line as he got the pace. He's got the line as he got the pace. Absolutely superb. And you were right, Dennis. Stephen Hendry has made 9 maximums. Can Ronnie better him? Can he make it 10?
105.
And if he does, he's going to do it in Stephen's home patch here in Scotland.
Absolutely, it was perfect after the kiss.
113.
Maybe we should have a whip round if he gets it.
$120.
Absolutely.
122.
And he's smiling and joking with Jan Verhaas, the referee.
125.
Well, what can you say about this man? I mean, as we say, in the last frame, it looked as though he wasn't really bothered.
129.
Mark King has missed a red, and this has just been sensational. Sensational.
134.
Come on, Ronnie.
144.
What a match. What a session.
Well, come on, Ronnie.
Gonna knock it in for time score.
Pot the black. Unbelievable! Have you anything like that in your life on a snooker table. There's only one Ronnie O'Sullivan. He wins 3-0, but sensational.
Во втором вполне добротно играет и красиво, и результативно идет к своей цели Ронни О'Салливан. Что в эти минуты происходит? Марк Дэвис, Джейми Коуп 2-2. Ли Янь, Джон Хиггинс 1-2. Вот было два равных фрейма, но оба выиграл Джон Хиггинс, это стартовый. А третий тоже был такой фрейм с обоюдными шансами. Взял его все-таки Ли Янь. Сет Дейл 2-1. И Джорджия Мехта 3-3. Вот это 4 последних матча игрового дня. Ну а здесь отыгрыши в дебюте третьего фрейма. Трудный красный шар забит, выход на черный. Ну, в общем-то, тут отыгрыш напрашивался. Казалось, нет, Ронни О'Салливан сыграл. Вот я критиковал его дальний удар. А на этот раз дальний удар был выполнен отлично. Причем шар был не из простых. Забит черный, но есть что играть в левый угол. Поменял решение Ронни О'Салливан. Можно и в правый угол играть, и эту пару разрушить неплохо бы, но возвращается к первому варианту все-таки. Потому что, играя в правый угол, тут была опасность. Второй красный к черному приближался, мог закрыться черный. Сложная резко. И теперь довольно трудный черный шар. Не только идет красный, но шар, требующий тщательного прицеливания. Биток у борта. Ничего хорошего это не предвещает.
16.
Ну, здорово сыграно. С такой сложной позиции. Отлично провел удар. Ронни О'Салливан сыгран. Красный. Разрушена пара. Выход на черный. Теперь хороший Кэннон. Ну вот с этого момента поувереннее должна пойти серия. Но 24 очка уже
24.
набрано.
25.
Тут несколько несложных ударов.
32.
Очки набегают. И пятый черный играет Ронни О'Салливан. Да, сегодня интересно, кто-то, может быть, не смотрел. Наш репортаж говорил о том, что сегодня у Джимми Уайта был реальный заход на максимальный брейк. Вот говорю сейчас 5 черных, Джимми Уайт 5 черных сыграл, и 10 черных, и 15 черных сыграл. И вышел на желтый не так уж плохо. Мы не только, я говорил об этом, мы и показывали этот фрейм. И не так плохо вышел на желтый, играл его с рестом, не забил. Вот 120 очков набрал, а цветные сыграть не сумел.
49.
Ну, тут 49 очков, не знаю, о максимуме, ну, в принципе, речь идти может, потому что дальний красный, он не такой плохой. Но это что значит? Это значит, надо на какой-то из черных ставить на
56.
большую резку биток, чтобы биток далеко довольно, куда-то к зеленому ушел. Может быть, даже чуть правее зеленого, чтобы была резка для выхода на черный. В общем-то, пока это выглядит очень, очень сложным. Ну и вот тут шар есть, но выход 64. На черный... Выход есть. Все-таки верхний вин приложил Ронни О'Салливан, но выход сложный. Такой черный трудно забивать. Вот с него как раз выход на дальний красный может быть. Шар забит, но нет, не на дальний красный. Другой вариант, игра в левую среднюю.
72.
Ну, вы знаете, во-первых, вот это фреймбол. Так, фреймбол сыгран 3-0. Но при таком положении шаров, ну, весьма реально уже то, что мы увидим максимум. Разве что вот красный рядом с розовым. Главная проблема в этой позиции. Ну и дальний. Дальний красный все-таки, хоть он и легко играется в правую среднюю, но это надо очень точно на него выйти. Именно с черного. Замерли зрители, наблюдают они за серией такой, втайне надеются увидеть максимальный брейк. Воочию зрителям удается, ну, считанные разы, может быть, раз в жизни увидеть максимум. Ну, не считая таких зрителей, которые вот мы даже в лицо некоторых зрителей знаем, но не здесь, не из этих, не из немецких, в Британии, которые год за годом на чемпионатах мира находятся все дни на чемпионатах Британии, на мастерсе. Но вот, может быть, им несколько раз удавалось. Мне воочию удавалось видеть максимум 4 раза, могу вам сказать. 4 раза.
89.
Так, ну, не знаю, что теперь-то. Вот что
96.
будет делать Ронни О'Салливан. Играть зеленую лузу и от борта выходить на черный. Ну, очень сложный вариант. Но красный-то в лузе.
97.
Одну проблему Ронни О'Салливан решил, причем решил очень сложным способом. Ну, а теперь сенчури. Но это не все. Это не все, чего мы ждем от Ронни О'Салливана. Ну и давайте-ка я освежу вам историю, что последний раз максимум был сделан 17... Ай, выход не очень. Красный играется, но на черный выйти в обвод всех цветных через 3 борта. Последний раз максимальный брейк был сделан 17 февраля этого года на турнире Welsh Open. Ах, выход-то какой! Вы посмотрите, все становится реально. Так вот, 17 февраля 2011 года Стивен Хенри в матче со Стивеном Магуайром на турнире Welsh Open это было сделан максимальный брейк, который стал 10-м в карьере. 10 максимумов и у Ронни О'Салливана. Вот эти два игрока в этом компоненте лучшие за всю историю снукера. И Ронни О'Салливан может опередить Стивена Хенри, сделать свой 11-й в карьере сенчури. Всего 77 максимальных брейков зафиксировано за всю историю снукера. Событие это довольно редкое. Отсчет идет с 11 февраля 1982 года. Стив Дэвис с Джоном Спенсером на турнире Лада Классик сделал максимальный брейк. И вот два удара отделяют Ронни О'Салливана от максимального брейка. Выход на черный. И это состоялось. 11-й максимум. Ронни.
Black on a blue spot. They pot this red now, which will clear it up. Next time he pots the black.
9.
Potting the black this time. Black will go back onto his normal spot. Red to the right of the pack he'll be playing for. All of a sudden, this is looking like a very good chance.
16.
Couple of reds out in the open. Such a good positional player. And he is fantastic to watch.
24. 25.
He has an angle on this black to hit the one directly above the black there, the one at the edge of the pack. He'd play it, but he doesn't quite have the angle this time. So he's moving that one red out that's causing him a problem. Now, definitely at his next visit, try and get onto the black half ball to hit the red right at the point of that pyramid of those 6 reds. Now, if he hits that full ball, he'll spread them far and wide, and he's bound to be on a red in either corner. That's a shame. He'd be disappointed he's not split better than that, because it is 5 reds and 5 blacks. Can't believe they didn't split better than that, the way he hit it. It has happened once before in a frame to win a tournament. Stephen Hendry was playing Ronnie O'Sullivan many years ago, and O'Sullivan led... Hendry led 8-2, Ronnie O'Sullivan levelled at 8-8, and Hendry made a 147 in the last frame. Now they are perfect. Now he will be going for the 147, trust me. He won't have anything else in his mind but a 147 from now.
49. $56.
This has just been a breathtaking performance from Ronnie O'Sullivan all week. He's been mustered.
57.
The clearances he's pulled off consistently. Frames really he had no right to win. Makes everything look so easy.
64.
Maybe it was somebody trying to get a bet on a 147. He's slightly hampered. He's made 11 147s in tournament play. And this, apart from that one red up and bought, is glorious. So one more red to be sure of winning the frame. And of course the match. And then you can really knuckle down to try and treat this crowd to a 147.
73.
Well, ladies and gents, stand by your beds. This is an excellent chance.
80. 81.
Doesn't have to play the cannon on the red and pink, because the bottom red will pot. Could we finish this magnificent week here at the Newport Centre in the Bet Victor Welsh Open
88.
with a 147? It'd be fitting because he's played so
89.
well this week. Such a brilliant break builder. He just gets higher on every
96.
ball. That's the key of when you go for a 147. You've got to get high every time.
97.
Well, that's 13 of them. Damien Hirst and his friend Mike look on. Could it happen?
105.
Could it happen? It's perfect. Now, the fact that he's a decent left-handed player, he might try and get on this and play the left-handed shot. Now, surely he's not going to make a 147 playing a left-handed deep screw, is he? Goodness me.
112.
Go on, White. Go on, White. That is perfect. What a shot left-handed, ladies and gents. Unbelievable. It's on now.
Just this one shot if he gets perfect on the green.
120.
Oh, that's gone a bit too far. Oh, this is tricky. The blue's in a horrible position for this shot. Come on, White, get past the brown. Brilliant shot. Oh, this is up there with the best 147s he's ever made if he does get it. The lady praying, we're all praying. Come on, Ronnie. To win a tournament, incredibly, he's even got a wry smile on his face. This is a genius at work. He knows he's got it now. He will definitely get a standing ovation for this one. And playing the last black left-handed. Ronnie O'Sullivan, the genius at work, makes a magnificent 147. Greatly appreciated by everybody in the room. And
coverage continues over on Eurosport 2. As he left it.
I think he has. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to do it again. This time, there's no safe reds down in the balk end.
Eight.
I think it's a little premature, but with O'Sullivan, you never know.
9.
I think for me, Joe, the most outrageous of his 147s came in a match against
16.
Mark King a few years ago now, when before a ball was potted, he came to the table and before
17.
he addressed his first red, he asked Jan Verhaas if there was a special high break prize for a maximum. The inference being, well, if there isn't, I'm not too fussed. He was informed that there wasn't, and he promptly got down and made a maximum, threatening not to pop the black for a few
24.
moments, teasing the crowd before he did so. The final black, that is. But to effectively
25.
predict he was going to make a maximum in a big match before potting a ball, well...
Now, watch how he splits the reds here. Unfortunately, one hasn't gone on the cushion.
32.
Not too hard, just enough so every red is potable now. Probably the best splitter of the reds I've ever seen. And I've seen a few. Jimmy White, Stephen Hendry, many others, but I think this guy really knows what he's doing when he goes into that pack of reds.
40.
So 5 reds, 5 blacks. Has he finished a little straight on this red? Looks like he has. And that took some hitting to get to the black. He's got an easy pink for the match.
He's got his eyes on the £40,000 prize, that's for sure. The crowd have cause to start getting excited again.
48. $49.
Needs to keep running. Not far enough for the red in the middle.
56.
Nothing he can do except admire the workmanship that's going on.
Yep. Okay.
Last thing O'Sullivan needs is a kick to scupper his chances of that healthy bonus check.
Sorry. Thank you. 57.
And he'll be expecting to get the maximum from here now.
65.
This next red puts the game safe and match.
72. 73.
The crowd acknowledged that was the moment when Matthew Selt's hopes were extinguished. So there's only one question remaining.
80.
Are we going to see another perfect break from this extraordinary start?
81.
Well, if he's got the angle, he might just stun across for this red on the cushion right now.
Praying he does it.
Needs to run, needs to run. That's just about right.
89.
Stephen Maguire's got his beady eye on proceedings while he waits for his next shot against David Morris. That's a match we're going to be picking up very shortly here on Eurosport 1.
96.
As we know, O'Sullivan is already through.
97.
Left a nice angle on the black, just to come in the middle of those two reds.
Well, another century break for O'Sullivan. He's closing in on Stephen record, Hendry's all-time record. Just 8 behind now.
Big shot.
David Morris has stopped playing on the other table, I think.
112.
Yep. They're both now concentrating on watching O'Sullivan try to complete this feat yet again.
Well, could have made one in the last frame. And had to force the angle there. And how well did he play that shot?
120.
Well, when he's in this mood, he really is on a different stratosphere to the rest of the field.
Slightly overscrewed it.
Adrenaline will be flowing. These are the moments that O'Sullivan lives for. This is the reason that he stayed in love with the game. For the buzz, the thrill of producing something like this in front of a big crowd.
125.
And he is being cheered on to the rafters. Matthew Selt just sits and admires.
Now the pink is not on its spot.
Oh!
Yes, just drifted in.
Wow, that was close. The heart must have stopped for a moment. But now, he's one black away from his 13th maximum. Sheer genius from the Rocket. Ronnie O'Sullivan does it again. And the crowd are on their feet because they've witnessed another slice of snooker history. What a player, what a talent. All smiles, O'Sullivan, and no wonder. What a way to round off a whitewash victory and book his place in the quarterfinals of another UK championship. O'Sullivan on that form will take some stopping. 6-0, but more important.
From Elliott's point of view, he didn't want that interval to come around. He wanted to stay out there, but Ronnie's got away with that one slightly. Is there anything here that goes? Is he playing a plant? Or playing? Well, Ronnie's got to find something here and fast. We know what he can do. Well, he can put 4 frames together in the blink of an eye.
9. $16, 17. $24, 25.
Well, I know it's early yet, but it's all blacks, and most of the reds in the middle of the all the reds in the middle of the table.
32.
Really, nothing on side cushions. Just £35,000 available
33.
for maximum this week, plus the £7,000 high break prize. I wonder. He needs to put frames on the board, of course, first, but if he's in a position to make the maximum, he'll try and make it. He's had 13 already
40.
in tournament play.
41.
Well, he's underhit that.
48.
Unless he's played on the one there, the pink can't quite see if it goes to the middle. Must be another one in the gap there.
49.
Wow, what a great recovery that was. It's on. It's still on. And just look where the reds are and the colours. They're all, like I say, in that area, the middle of the table. There's nothing difficult here.
Well, it'll be just like him. I mean, he's done nothing in the match yet. It'll be just like Ronnie O'Sullivan to make a maximum.
Yeah, and probably make another couple of centuries to follow.
57.
Well, strap yourselves in here. This could be number 14 coming up.
$64. 65. $72. 73.
Just a little problem here with those two reds together. I think once he's moved the one to the left corner, possibly the right one will go. Oh, that was a kick. Oh, he's kicked. I think it's okay. He's on the one to the middle. That's okay.
80.
The frame has won. Now he'll be thinking about the maximum. He's playing the one to the corner. Well, you won't get a better chance than this. Just look where the reds are. Absolutely perfect. Got away with the last one. He didn't play the cannon into that red, but hey, it finished okay.
88.
Well, he was looking for something, but this is a pretty dramatic way to announce yourself in the match, if you can go on and make the maximum.
89.
He's currently tied with Judd Trump for centuries for the season on 69. He's about to go in front.
97.
That'd be a great way to do it as well.
Trump made a maximum in this tournament last year. Can O'Sullivan make one this year? There's the century.
104. 105.
He had a chance right at the start of the frame after that terrible break-off shot from O'Sullivan.
Just lost the white there a little bit. Left himself awkward queuing near the middle pocket. Still fancy him to get it though. Bang in the middle.
113.
A bit of topspin around the pink. Oh, is he screwing back? Well, he's dead straight. Can't go forward, of course. He's having to leave himself on this yellow from distance, but he's got the perfect angle to stun around off 2 cushions here. A soft stun, sorry, a soft stun, I should say, with a little bit of side. Go on, keep going. Go on. Well, that's perfect. This has been superb. Like I said, with the beginning of the start, there wasn't a red on a cushion. There was all in the sort of middle part of the table.
125.
Go on, get past, get past. Oh, Ronnie. He's still on it. He's gone away from the blue slightly. I think he can fold. Well, what can you say? Oh, this has been superb. Well, like you said, David, what a way to announce yourself into the match. You won't miss these. This will be maximum number 14.
Oh, moments of inspiration just when he needed it. Ronnie O'Sullivan gets the crowd on their feet with a wonderful 147.
1. Nine. 57. 65. 73. 81. 89. 97. 105. 113. 122. 125. 129. 140.